We're going to give this to you, though, so you've got a healing option now. That's how I want it. And if we get out of here, we can buy those gold bracelets, too, I guess we forgot to do. Oh, yeah, does anybody want this ProCape? I don't think we can carry it. I hate to leave a ProCape just laying there, but I'd rather have all the stuff that I have. When we go to power level Sam, we'll just give him Goat's ProCape. It'll be fine. Okay, I'll take this fight. Why not? Typically, I'd be scared of Medusas because they can petrify you, but their petrification probably got randomized away to something else, so... yeah, we'll take it. We will take it and be thankful, is what we'll do. And now in rounds where we can just Lars and pile the monsters, we can double heal. Which will stretch our survivability just that little bit extra. Worthless. Worthless. I mean, that's good, but we found it too late. And I don't have the armor slots for it, and we've got the black shirt anyway, so... you know what? I want the easy fight here. We'll just take the easy fight. Pyle having the defense is good because defense is ruse. Here's the thing. I know we've seen ruse in a shop somewhere. If we find the tail and we promote Lars and ruse is level 1, 2, or 3, then Lars can use it. So Lars can raise his evade with ruse. Pyle can raise his evade with the defense sword. And then Goat can raise everybody's evade with Invis 2. And that's... as far as evade goes, it really doesn't get much better than that. But if we don't find the tail, I think I want Lars to hold the defense, even though he can't use it. Even though he can't equip it, I mean. Only the defense can only be equipped by a knight. But anybody can use its spellcasting properties, so... if we don't class change, or if we class change and it turns out Lars can't use ruse, I want Lars to have the defense. I want him to hold it. Because then what I can do is rotate Pyle to the bottom slot of the party so he gets attacked the least. Still leave him with his powerful equipment, his pro ring, his ribbon, his opal bracelet. Lars can tank the hits while Pyle uses that power gauntlet to power level himself up. But if they can both ruse, that would be ideal, especially when we go to fight Kraken 2, Tiamat 2, and Chaos. Again, the decision tree is kind of in a wacky spot. I don't have any idea what we're actually going to get. Temple of Fiends, when we go back there, the last dungeon in the game, it can also go either way. It can be super, super trolly, but it need not be. Who knows? We might get nuke on every boss and, like, swarms of enemies with death touch, or we might just walk right through the place. The Fiends might roll really low hit points. I feel like we just did this. I feel like we just did this, and these guys really aren't worth fighting. Worthless axe, just a bunch of nonsense gold. Ruby, which we can't... I mean, we could use it. We could go feed the Titan if we really wanted to, but... alright, so none of these treasures in Mirage Tower are really good. I can't run from this. I think the black shirt will wipe out all those cockatrices. We'll find out. Goat taking the extra damage from magic because she has no ribbon. Now, Wall is another great white magic spell. if you roll it really low. Usually it's level 8 magic, and level 8 magic is functionally worthless because the amount of leveling you have to do to get an appreciable amount of level 8 spell slots is stupid. I routinely complete this game without ever getting a level 8 spell slot. If you know what you're doing in the game, and you know how to burn down the bosses really quickly, level 8 magic is functionally useless. And it just happened that our wall spell rolled really high level. And also we might not class change, so who knows if we'll even get to use it. We'll take down a Chimera. I'm not scared of this Chimera. But I guess we do check the treasures up in Floating Castle. This is the last dungeon where treasures are kind of... There's lots of treasure rooms and they're kind of compact, and each one has lots of treasure boxes in it. But it's the last dungeon in the game where the treasures are really concentrated enough that I feel it's worthwhile to check them. Every other dungeon in the game is either too long or too far out of the way, or the treasures are too sprawled. Like Ice Cave, you've got to go real deep in the Ice Cave before you even start seeing treasures. Earth Cave has a decent number of boxes. Oh, I can run from this fight. Cool. But they're all over the place. They're all sprawled all over the place. I'm probably not scared of this Blue D, but we'll see what he can do. Marsh Cave, again, I got that bottom floor. There's a decent amount of boxes there, but just on principle, why go to the Marsh Cave if you don't have to? So the Floating Castle, this is really our last chance to find the tail or the Mazmune. And if I had to choose between them, I think I would choose the Mazmune. I'd rather have the Mazmune than get the tail. Because if I find the tail, yeah, now I can use my Excalibur, but then I'd still probably want to find the Mazmune, honestly. Alright, Floating Castle, what you got for me? We got an eye that we will definitely fight. No, he's not going to bane it. Nice. A lot of experience for a single monster. So if you're fighting with a solo character, it's like 4,600 experience. I'll take some Badmins, why not? Yeah, it's like 4,600 experience on a solo character. And there's a spiked square with the eye in the Ice Cave. So I used to think Ice Cave was as good as it got as far as leveling up really quickly. Turns out there are better spots, though, that I never knew about. I never knew about the back-to-back Agamas. I should have known, though, because I knew that there were back-to-back Agamas there. It just never clicked in my head. Oh, back-to-back spike squares means no random encounters ever. Like, I just never made that connection before. Oh, well. Oh, well. These bad men probably were not worth fighting. In retrospect, this was probably a dumb fight to take. We will run from future Badmans. Because if we don't get the critical hit on them, we're not taking them down, it looks like. Come on, Sam. There we go. Thank you, Sam, for finishing that off for us. I mean, the experience was good, it just took a long time. We didn't get any of the Cure spells at a decently low level either. If you get Cure 3 or Cure 4 at a low level, those are good spells to have, but both of ours are too high up. I think they like ice, I think is the idea here. I think. I guess we'll see. The problem if we don't find the tail or the Mazmune, then Lars, his value is very much diminished. in the final dungeon because he's just got that sun sword. Don't need another heal helmet. Don't need a dragon sword. We don't care about no badmans. Yes, the proper plural of badman is badmans. But you see what I mean about the concentrated chests. Like, there's just a whole bunch of them in every treasure room. And there's a lot of treasure rooms. There's a lot of opportunity to get treasures here. Is pretty nice. I'm actually kind of excited to solo carry. That's going to be good times. With the defense and the power gauntlets. I mean, I know famous last words, right? It's going to be nice, but, you know. Hey! Alright, so class change is happening, which means Adamance, or Excalibur, rather, is happening. Which means Sam should probably get power leveled in the volcano until he has, I'm going to say 2, maybe just 1 fast for Chaos of level 8 magic to give him 2 casts of fast. Yeah, because 2 level 8 slots, I think, means 4 level 7 slots, which means 4 doses of nuke. Which is going to be useful in the final dungeon. Once he has those, we'll take off his armor, let the Agamas kill him, and then finish power leveling with just Pile, until Pile is just ridiculous. And then he'll solo carry, and then carry will have XXXX, which will roll through Pile's pro ring, like the 1 in 256 chance or whatever it is, which means we'll have to do all the Agama grinding over again, because that's just how my life goes when I let's play stuff sometimes. I'm sorry if you keep hearing little clicking noises, but there's a pencil on my desk, and I'm fidgeting with it as I'm playing this game. I'm sure you can all appreciate my dilemma. Like, I've got to click this little pencil here, you know. I'm gonna set it down. I'm gonna set it down and slide it away from me. In fact, I'm just gonna throw it on the floor. There, no more pencil. I don't have access to the pencil anymore. My desk is completely clear now, so further clicking noises will not happen. I don't care about manticores that are misspelled anyway. Alright, so treasures I want now. Definitely the Mazmune. Dragon Armor. Aegis Shield. Because the Knight can equip both of those. If he's got the Aegis Shield, he doesn't really need a ribbon. It's not exactly like having a 4th ribbon, because you still take a lot of damage from some spells, but it kind of balances out because the Knight naturally has a lot of hit points. So it's functionally like having a 4th ribbon if you get that Aegis Shield. Mazmune, Dragon Armor, Aegis Shield are the only treasures I really want to find now. And if they're not in the floating castle, we will just do without. Alright, so there's a treasure room up here. I always forget the layout of this floor because I very rarely explore it, because there's usually nothing good here to get. By this point in a vanilla game, there's no more good treasures to find, really. Unless you want to get the Mazmune out of the final dungeon. These chimeras seem unnaturally resistant to damage. Like, I was not really expecting these chimeras to take 2 rounds. But hey, okay. There's my dragon armor. So he's gonna have to go armorless for a while. He can't use the dragon armor yet, but I don't have another spot to put it in, so he's gonna have to make do with a 21 absorb rating for a minute. So we're going to run from here on out, just to try to preserve Lars as much as possible, because he can take real damage now. There's another treasure room over here. We got to zigzag all the way around. I mean, he's still only taking a little bit of damage from monsters if they only get one hit, but the critical hits will still hurt a lot. I don't like man-cats in vanilla because they destroy you with fire too, but there's the white shirt. Do I even want that? I can't carry it anyway. I don't have a spot for it. It's a good item to find really early if you do find it really early, but if you don't, it's like, whatever. Oh, wow. Good hit from the Sun Sword, kid. And there's one more treasure room here. Oh, how funny would it be if I get wiped by a war mech on my way to Tiamat? Wouldn't that just be the bee's knees? Alright. 2 up, 2 over. That's the name of the game here. Actually, the name of the game is Final Fantasy 1 Randomizer. Not sure if you knew that. Ah, that 100 damage hit, though. That's the problem with having a knight. Or not a knight, I'm sorry, a fighter with no armor on. Fortunately, we only need him as a meat shield. He's not going to be super critical in the actual battle against Tiamat. I still don't want him to die if I can at all avoid it. Ugh. Really? Alright. We gotta be real careful now. We've only got 1 life spell left. Let's go ahead and burn all these up. Oh, heal potions are in the worst possible spot. You can't organize this list. I wish they would have found a way to put your heals in the top slot all the time. That would have been very useful. That's the one quality of life change I think they could still add to this game to make it fantastic. Alright, here's our war mech. Here we go. There it is. Nope, that's a slime. Nope. So Goat has a Bane Sword, and Sam has... Ooh! Okay, that's why we have, I think, Pro Rings defend against that? No, Ribbon defends against that. Ah, oh, damn it.
Shoutouts to Josh Odom, who sponsored this video, and to everybody who makes my channel possible by supporting me on Patreon.